Hello there and welcome. I'm Ole Brøgger, and if you're new here, I really hope I'll earn your subscription today. VEVOR, they sent me a box. They wanted me to test out a little spray booth that is portable, and I think this will come very handy when I'm going to prime some miniatures. I have another Heroes of Might and Magic, the board game video coming up where I'm going to paint Fortress. I will need to prime those minis and we might as well look at this spray booth at the same time. So we better get started. I've actually never used a spray booth before because it took up so much space, but since this should be portable, I think it's a good idea to get started using one. I've previously only used this piece of cardboard, and that was just to avoid overspraying all my stuff at my table. So let's see what's in this box. Well, very standard packaging, but still well packaged. I guess this is a power supply. What say? Oh, 30 watts. That's okay. Okay, it should be pretty simple to assemble this. We got some fan ducts. That's actually my biggest problem. I don't have anywhere near a window or way to make this exhaust, so I hope the filter will be enough. It doesn't take up much space. I can easily have it here on my table. Okay, let's see how do I open this? Oh, I get it now. Okay, it's actually quite big when it's unpacked. Oh, this is always a nice thing to have. I missed having one of those, so that's gonna be good. And then we have the lights here. Let's see if we can install them. Okay, this is actually pretty fancy. Very easy to set up. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, I never read manuals unless it's absolutely necessary. Usually I read the manual when stuff is not working. It broke. Maybe I should read that manual. Okay. This doesn't seem very solid. Maybe it's portable, but getting ready to use it, I think, I actually don't know what I think. I need more room on my table. Okay, first impressions on the assembly. I think a device like this that is pretty simple, it's just a fan and a filter, some lights. It should just be open and be ready. This assembly, I don't think that's very intuitive. There is too many steps in assembling this thing. If it was a permanent thing, it didn't matter, but since it should be portable and easy to use and you can bring it on your travels when you're doing some paint, I think we got it assembled. Let's plug it in and see if it works. Okay. And this is not a good idea. This power thing is bent. Most important is if it can pull some air through. Let's fire it up. It seems like it is. Okay, that was a good fan in here. It is still pulling some good air through, and it's not that noisy. I hope you can still hear what I'm saying. But let's flip this around and start painting some miniatures. Painting handles is just a piece of a wooden dowel. And then I put some double adhesive pads on the top. And then you can just put on the miniature. And it works pretty good. Something like this can be a problem, but I think it will stick. Anyway, I always wear a glove because it is messy using this airbrush. And before I turn on the fan and lights, I will prep my airbrush. I have this Army Painter matte black primer, and I will make a zenithal highlights on all these miniatures so they are ready for primarily using speed paint or contrast paints. And I'll start painting it from below. And it is a bit noisy, the airbrush is noisy, so the rest of this video will be on voiceover. The first thing I do is spraying with black paint from below. This is to enhance the shadow areas, and I will do this on all these miniatures. I'm using this matte gray air primer from the Army Painter, and I will spray it from the top. This time it will be the mid-tone, and this is the same procedure I will do on all the miniatures. And now it's time for some whites. I'm using this matte white, also from the Army Painter, and this time I will also spray it from the top, but I will only spray it on all the high points on the miniature. And this is to enhance all the highlights on the model. And here is the final result. As you can see, it's dark from below and the miniatures are bright on the top. And this will give it a very nice shadow effect when you're using speed paint or contrast paint. The miniatures are primed and I'm looking forward to put some color on these. And the spray booth, yeah, it did its job. I was actually quite impressed that all the fumes from my airbrush, it was just gone. Usually when I prime a lot of miniatures at the same time, I am sitting in a fog of all this spray from my airbrush, and I don't think it's very healthy to inhale that stuff. Assembly, however, it could have been better. I think if it is a portable, you want to put it up and be ready to paint, and it should just be fold out the sides and pop up the lid, and then you can press the button and it's on. I think assembly took too long, it fell apart, but who am I to say? I don't know if this is something with all spray booths, because most of them is actually just stationary and you just assemble it once and then it's just that. Thank you to VEVOR for sending me this spray booth, I really appreciate that. And if you're interested in buying a spray booth like this, I have an affiliate link to Amazon down below. And this is pretty much it for today. If you already haven't done it, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below what you think about the spray booth or how I prime my miniatures. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.